Honestly, that's unheard of. Pre-suit, no lawsuit being filed, and they pay 6 times the amount of the policy.
Yeah, and it's going to save her the time of going through the stress of trials and depositions. She can now focus on healing and maybe one day getting back to playing with those kids.
What's up, Bash? What's going on?
Nothing much, brother. I got a case here that I've been looking at for some time. I think it needs some outside the box thinking.
All right, let's hear it.
Client's got a little over $17,000 in bills, got a confirmed herniation at L5S1. Looking at the property damage, I'd say it's about a 6. And no ambulance, but she did start treating a couple days after.
$25,000 policy?
Yep.
What about her pain levels? Like, is she doing okay right now?
So looking at her last appointment, her pain was down to about a 3. But here's the kicker. Her functional losses are the real issue. She told me she can't play with her nieces and nephew anymore.
What do you mean?
Kind of sad, really. She takes pride in being the fun aunt, the one that's always begged to play on the trampoline. With her back now, they've stopped asking, but it breaks her heart every time she looks out the window and they're playing without her.
Damn. That's some serious stuff right there, man. People don't realize the extent of how invasive these car wrecks are in our personal lives.
But is there an impairment rating?
Yeah, so we got a whole body impairment rating of 8%.
So you have documented injuries, you have compelling damage to the vehicle, you have functional losses that are heart-wrenching, and State Farm still doesn't want to pay the minimum limits of $25K? Have you had a chance to talk with the adjuster?
Yeah, so I did speak with the adjuster and completed our first call.
No allocation of fault placed on our client. Of course, they want a discount on the bills, and they're saying there's a question mark about whether her injuries were caused by the wreck.
What is wrong with these people? I mean, do they actually think about what they're saying, or do they just regurgitate whatever Colossus says on the screen?
It's the same thing over and over again, but I think they messed up with this one.
I agree. Should we send to our litigation department?
No one wins in litigation except the lawyers.
And maybe a few shady businessmen.
True, but I got a thought. How about we send a bad faith demand?
But, they're going to have to pay us a lot more than their policy.
Yeah, I think it has to be minimum 6 figures.
I'm thinking 150,000.
That's solid, because it penalizes them and they're put on notice that they messed this one up, but it's also good for the client because we don't want her to go through the depositions and court appearances, but it's a good enough number to consider resolving without actually going into litigation.
Agreed. I'll go ahead and let Shan know.
If you want to know how we took a case from $1,000 initial offer to a $250,000 settlement, not just conclusory statements, but actually the document that we sent to the insurance company that transformed the case, just click on the link in the description to find out how. Good morning.
Good morning. I actually have the latest cases that have been resolved.
Awesome. Thank you so much, Adriana.
Hey, I got some good news.
Bro, is it what I think it is?
It is. I honestly thought it would be a lot bigger of a fight, but I just got acceptance here in my email, and they're sending the check for $150,000.
That's phenomenal. Honestly, that's unheard of. Pre-suit, no lawsuit being filed, and they pay 6 times the amount of the policy.
Yeah, and it's going to save her the time of going through the stress of trials and depositions. She can now focus on healing and maybe one day getting back to playing with those kids.
Man, the client's going to be ecstatic.
It's insane. She's probably going to be getting, close to 8 or 10 times more than she was expecting. And hopefully now she can focus on just healing and maybe one day getting back to playing with those kids.
Great job.